So right now we're respecting perp, right? Ever since London session supported off of level, previous day low, previous day S1, and then shot up. We are, we might be in a downtrend channel. We might be in a downtrend channel. Don't know yet how real it is, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We are ranging though. So as of 1, 2, 3, as of like 4 days ago, price has gone sideways. Pretty much the low of the day is the support, and pretty much the high of yesterday has been the resistance area. So we're on the 500, right? As of yesterday and as of the day before yesterday, the day before yesterday when we were in the wedge, that was really the first day that we were established on the 500 moving average. And then that's when price got a little bit of janky here, so. Either way, we trade what we see. Right now we got price near P gold zone, the high of the day, and we're in an uptrend structure. Price has been floating around the overbought area for quite a little while. Got a minute left. Did FOMC news pop off yet, or not yet? FOMC news, ooh, 4.5 hours. So let's see if we get some quick volume here. We got price testing P right now and the level. Price is fairly overbought, but we've been trending up. We've been supporting off of perp since the London session. Let's see what these next 4 minutes give us. Got some rejection here. Pretty strong volume here, 2.5 minutes. I got 5 on it.
Guess what?
So big wick to the top. Minute and a half left. Somebody call 911. Shorty body dancing on the dance floor. Whoa. Lady candles are pretty solid green. Got a little bit of volume to the top here. Where are we gonna stay strong? Somebody call 911. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. Pretty strong volume. Oh. Come on, don't push all the way just yet. Give us some juice. Give us a little bit of juice before you push. It's like what, like a 700-ish candle. I don't like trading into being overbought, but we've been trending up. Previous day R1, 2 days ago's P. I guess that's the only thing I'd be afraid of. That's exactly where we're at right now. Previous day high. It's about R1, about 1600 pips. Kind of similar movement to yesterday. Getting a little bit more buy volume here. not quite. Once again, this area might be a tough area to break up from. This is previous day R1. This is the day before that's P gold zone. All an area where we might not break through. Similar to yesterday, how we broke to R2, rejected the level. That level is also previous day's highs. A bunch of gold zones, so watch this carefully. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor.
Talk about what? Dad, really? About some privacy? 230, son. I still don't understand how you paid for the inventory. Well, exclusive.
Nice to a name we liked.
Will you buy me this? Will you buy me this? Why not? Come on, man, I'm hungry.
You got the most expensive chicken.
If I get a cheaper chicken, will you get it?
Why don't you just get like chicken breast or something?
And then
This is a great.
Why don't you just get like chicken breast or something?
and then you'll get it. Can you get it for me? This is all the nutrients I need.
You just go get
This is all my diet requires for me. All right. I'm gonna go get it. Where are you gonna be at? Things like it. Yeah. What I was doing it to see if you'd do it. Now I'm gonna buy your groceries. And you're not like that. I'm telling you that there's still kind of
Big rejection there.
Do you want some cash back? You don't want no cash back?
No.
Dang it, made you angry, brother? I don't think you are. I know.
Once again, this is one of the reasons why I don't like trading against being overbought. Yesterday is a little bit different. We weren't quite overbought. Similar to yesterday, I'm going to watch this to see if we get a rejection or support here off of P gold zone. See if we bounce up or see if we break back down. Why is my AC not blowing? Lady candle is still green. Heavily overbought, tipping down. Lady candle still. Lady candle is dancing red and green now. Ever since price got underneath this area, we've rejected it a few times. The 13th, the 15th, 17th, and yesterday. Little support here. Let's see if that stays strong.
This is a great example why you need to rim your packs. Check this video out. This is for Alex, not you.
Where'd you get these at? Did you get the 10? You want to trade these for the, which one? Snake dude? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll probably just open them up, honestly. Yeah, sure, I'll open them up. What, the juice one first? You're gonna feel bad. It's, oh, man, I'm gonna get on camera crying, dude. Nah, man, the pull rates are so bad. That's exactly what it is. One of us will be crying either way. Oh, my God. Holy shit. You sure you want to cry a little bit, or what do you want to do? Holy shit, bro. I feel bad now, dude. Here, I'll let you open those two. Yeah, that's a lot, man. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I never pulled them before either. Alright, man, I don't want you to come and find me later and beat me in the parking lot. Well, shit, man. Here, man, I'll have to grab something else out of the binder, man. Yeah, just go ahead, man. I feel like you earned it. I'm sorry, feeling bad. Yeah, man.
This is a great example why you need.
This price looking like it wants to support, but it's giving us a doji here. Liddies are still green, but we're dancing on P gold zone. Patience.
I was wondering, do you guys do trades? Yeah. Oh, let's go. Yeah, well, my name's Chris. I'm from Hawaiian Honeycombs. I do a J-shaped ice cream cones. So, yeah. Oh, let's go. It all looks pretty good. Like, what do you recommend? I like our traditional cannoli. Traditional cannoli doesn't get better than traditional. Let's go. No? Oh, dip it in there. Yeah, throw it in for aesthetics. Throw it in there. I'm sure my wife will like it. Oh, no, there goes the first spam. No, no, wait, no, okay, throw it in there, bro. That's fine, bro. We have to cut it in half. And then how many buns you guys like? Oh, there you go. Hard sugar. Appreciate it. Let's go.
So we got a doji.
Let's go. I'm trying to trade. Let's go. Oh, you see the videos? Oh, appreciate it. Here, we got you one. Just that's the move. We got you. Yeah, hold it. Can you give some? All right, let's go. My free try. Let's go. Let's go, Chris. Let's go. Let's go.
Getting some buying volume here.
Let's go. I got some free try. So we started on a 9, but I have some here. Got it. There you go. All right, here's one more setback. All right, let's go. Let's go.
What the hell? What did you just do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shop it.
Oh, okay, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, I don't give handshakes. I give hugs.
Here.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you up, alright?
Alright, sounds good.
Love your cards.
We had a little volume to the top, but now we're dying down.
What the hell? What did you just do? What are you gonna do? Are you...
What am I violating? Standing. Because I feel harassed now. No, I feel harassed. Yeah.
So not wanting to break up here. Testing the gold zone and perp here, looks like. 2.5 minutes left. What you doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me that it says 17. If you turned 18 today,
What am I violating? Standing. Because I feel harassed now.
wondered how an open sign is made at the end. Heat these up in here, put some over there, and then take it. If you can make one in less than 35 minutes.
Support in the bottom. 2 dojis pretty much. I don't know, I don't know. That's what the chart is saying. I don't know, I don't know.
Okay, the bed. What time to put the bed down? Tell me. Oh, if you could put it down now, that'd be great. Thanks so much. I was gonna say, if you're in the middle of something.
No, now it's turning into some selling off volume. A little uncertainty though. Uncertainty means best thing to do is be patient. A little bit of volume here. Price is underneath the gold zone now, but on perp. So will perp play support or will perp just break? It's pretty much what I'm waiting on.
So much. I was gonna say, if you're in the middle of something, I'm like, you sure? Thanks so much, man. I'm stuck in here, you're not waiting to run off the street. 20 years. But you're in, so you don't pretty much all.
Correct. So that's why, I mean, similar to yesterday, and that's why sometimes it's difficult, because the movement at 6:30 was exactly mirror image to yesterday, right? So it kind of makes you feel like you just want to do the same shit as yesterday, but I sometimes, right, I always think about like the criminal mentality. Like, what the fuck are these guys trying to do, teasing us 2 days in a row with kind of like the same entry? You know, like if it's too good to be true, that's kind of how I look at it. We got some volume pushing down now through perp possibly. That's big movement. So now we're really, you know, just as much as I would have loved to have seen yesterday's same movement play out, can't let it bamboozle you. So we got this uptrend that we're pretty much at right now. If we break P gold zone and perp, possibly see the push down. There's a lot of shit in the way though. That is the only thing that's difficult today. Is there's a lot of crap in the way. We got the 500, we got level down below, we got the uptrend line to the downside. To the top side we were overbought and we had R1 previous day. Lots of things in the way for the up or the down. But right now all I know is that we were overbought, rejected down. One thing I'm going to be really careful and pretty much being patient for is seeing if we wedge here. You know, the 500 is right there. I would love to be taking buys. I need to see strong volume to the downside to want to take a sell-off. Because if we sell off, we are pretty much believing that price will break through the 500, right? If we're believing in the P to S1 gold push, we're believing that the 500 is not going to play support, which is something you have to take into consideration. Are you going to take that risk, Are you going to be okay with exiting maybe early if you see it head down to the 500? Are you going to, well, there's some volume there. Second candle to go litty red. Big volume here. Massive volume. On the 500. Ten seconds left. Third candle to go litty red. It's just the 500 in the way. It's tough to trade into.
Richard Miller 66 Malaysian ring is crystal gold finger replica watch. We meticulously made it with exquisite craftsmanship.
Looks like we're breaking.
Only a small part of the genuine product. In the independent watch,
If you're gonna break, just break hard, motherfucker.
Dr. Jim Stepani, if you're using an angled slip machine, stand so that the angle of the bar path moves in toward your body as you pull the bar out. Stand with a slightly staggered stance and grab the bar in the middle of the bar with the working arm. I prefer an open grip with the thumb on the same side as the fingers to help use less biceps and forearm on the row and use more lats. Start with the working arm extended straight below your chest. Pull your shoulder blade back and
So
down.
next level to the downside if we can break. That's the low of the day. Probably about 500-600 more pips. We'll be down at S1.
To the start position and repeat for reps. Complete all reps for one arm.
Still got 3 minutes left
Repeat
though.
in the same manner with the
See
other
how this
arm.
wants to finish.
Give this version of the row a try and let me know how you like it. Train smarter and
Big support to the bottom right now. Still a little bit of volume to the downside.
Here, if you stay worse, waiting for something you like. Anime here, if you stay worse, waiting for something you like. Anime, wait, what kind of item you want? What kind of design?
Where'd the volume go? Come on. Don't tease us. Pressure to the downside, but pretty weak. Fat doji, big support here. Jump of volume. Once again, getting by the 500 gets dangerous. So if you can't manage your entry, if you can't afford the loss, if you can't handle it mentally, the best thing to do is not trade. Wait for a day when we're not near the 500. So we're supporting the 500. My question is Perp going to play resistance? A little wick to the top there. Ladies are still red. Still messing around the 500. Possible BRC. If it doesn't break down here in the next few minutes, 1-2 candles, possibility that we're ranging.
What's a red flag that turns you on?
Que tiene el gol por la verga. Aparte, el comandante tiene mucho entonces para toda la gente. Vámonos, Ricky. Que traiga los huevos manchados y eso, que traiga el power a la verga. ¿Qué entonces con usted? What?
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, what's a red flag that turns you on?
What do you have to do before you detox parasites? Heal the gut, cleanse the colon, heal the intestines, take binders. Binders are like negatively charged vacuum substances, charcoals, clays, zeolites, pectins. Once you do that, his gut is clean and healthy. And you... All right, I just accepted this order from Wawa for 5 7-pound bags of ice. I got a pickup for Dwayne.
That ticket somebody fucking out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rebuy it then.
Get it right. There's some delivery guy.
No, I know, I understand. I'm just gonna.
We can't give him.
No, I'm gonna pay for it myself.
Oh, for you. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who's stealing ice though. It's a very random thing.
$2.
How you doing, bro?
Selling off volume here.
You the manager here? Well, I guess what happened is somebody must have taken ice. You knew I was gonna come through or something. Yeah. So much, I appreciate you. Wait, my man. Nice to meet you, man. Later, brother. I'd say it worked out. All right, I just accepted this order from. Craig steps right over.
It's time to jazz.
Minute and a half left. Nice little volume here to the downside. Pushing away from the 500. BRC off of that uptrend. Let's see if we can stay strong, get the push to the next level. Big support here though. I'm still watching this closely. Being around the 500 makes me nervous. We got 56 seconds left. So we got selling off volume. Let's see how we end. Candles are full red liddy right now. I just don't like how I see that little support every time we try to get past this area. Come on.
So using some simple girl math here, this cable says that it can hold an insane amount of weight, like 6,500 pounds. So that to me is more than enough to build a bridge from my kid's DIY treehouse that I'm building. My issues started right from the beginning though. The cable was so impossible to cut and I ran into so many roadblocks during this project. I started making...
They figured out ways to make it more difficult. The day before the fight.
I don't think so. I think she's still upstairs. Unless she left before I came in. So big volume to the downside. What? talking to my juice members. You dingo.
Choking me, I'm going. He's choking me with his gi. This is a weapon. How is my shoes a weapon, but the gi isn't?
I can actually understand Ken and the other fighters' frustrations with this. And this is something that actually gets resolved in the events following. But even with these restrictions in mind, I don't think the result would have changed.
They figured out ways to make it more difficult for me. The day before the fight, they took my shoes away, and they said it was a weapon. I never had gone into a ring without shoes before.
One of the most documented controversies with UFC 1 had to do with last-minute restrictions to equipment like hand wraps, wrestling shoes, and more for all fighters except for Royce.
Wraps a gi around my neck and he chokes me. And as he's choking me, I'm going, he's choking me with his gi. This is a weapon. How is my shoes a weapon, but the gi isn't?
I can actually understand Ken.
I don't know about you, but from now on, I'm only eating rice if it's shaped in a bowl. This is my mum's recipe for Hainanese chicken rice balls, and she's going to show you her key tips and tricks to make it exactly like the locals.
So we had that big volume, now we're getting some support here. I don't know what to trust right now. Either way, I might need to move my stop loss into profit in case for some reason we're bouncing up from here for no reason. So I've got my stop loss in profit 101.50 at the level. I'm not quite sure what we're doing here. And once again, I don't want to mess around with the 500. So if price is trying to just give us a little push to the downside, then pop up, I can't stay. I can't not move my stop loss into profit. And I'm looking at things, right? Like I'm not just doing it blindly. I'm looking at the low of the day, right? The low of the day is the level. Asia low, London low at like 1:20 a.m. And that's where price pushed right down to and then supported up. So that tapped me out 100 in profit. I don't know. I don't know. Big support up though. Big support up, pretty much engulfing the previous candle. I'm alright with that, guys. I'm alright with that. Yeah, I was considering it. You know, like when the previous candle came down at 705, I was considering just exiting right there, but I didn't. I think at most I was in profit like 300. I'm not sure, yeah. Once again, when we're around the 500, and as of the last 2 or 3 days ago, nice. I entered in, let's see. I think I had one contract at 645, and then I added contracts at 650. I mean, every time I see a doji, right? Like I always bring up the dojis when we're in certain areas. Like the doji on top of P gold zone, and then seeing the upside down hammer pretty strong. I'm like, you know what? That's enough for me to believe that we're going to go underneath P. Am I 100? Am I 100% sure it's going to go down at 645? No. But reading the candles, I'll take the risk of the one entry. If I'm wrong, I'll take the buy up off of P. And if I'm correct, like I just was, I'll add contracts as we break. So paying attention to everything, right? The volume, being overbought, Liddy candles, all of those things. So the price shot up there, pretty much retested the 500, rejected it, and now might be making our way down. This is the part that, you know, you might question yourself, or some people have questioned me in the past, like, oh, why would you move it into, why would I move my stop loss into profit over here and then it gets tapped out? The point is, I don't know, right? I don't know that price is not just going to go right to the 500 and bounce right back up, you know, because it makes it tough. You got the 500, you got level, and you got perp. You know, if you're holding a sell, you know, you're afraid that price comes up over here, bounces up and over the 500, and now you're in buy territory, right? It's usually how it works, right? It always does that. It always just, but you know what? The days when it does this, doesn't it feel like it's teasing us? Look at that, right? From the beginning, didn't I tell you guys, like, the days like this, the charts likes to fuck with us. It likes to tease us. It gave us, because literally, this 630, 625, 630 candle, same exact movement as yesterday, right? Same exact movement, and then just melts down. But it's like, do you take the risk, right? Surviving the, exactly. It's not for the weak. Not for the weak. And that's why I brought that up. If you can't handle, you know, because it is like visually, when you got a lot of shit here, right? Just looking at where price was at 630, we are ready. We got uptrend line, perp to the bottom, 500 to the bottom, level to the bottom, which is also the 500, you know. And when you're looking at these indicators, when you see them together, like, think of them as like a multiplier, right? For those of you who are newer, or those of you who don't think about it like this yet, think about it as a multiplier, right? When you have like P gold zone and level right here, I look at that as like, ooh, that's a times 2. Like, that's a reinforced roof. And then not only that, I look back, right? I look left, and I said, okay, previous day R1, day before that was the high of the day there. That's like a times 4 roof. That roof has been reinforced 4 times. Then we look to the bottom here. We had the 500, we had level. That's only like 2 times, right? So I try to like just visualize these things in my head. Like, I'm very visual about, you know, reading the charts. And once again, after we had the rejection at 635, this doji, don't get me wrong, I don't care. At this point, 640 doji, I don't care if this goes up, and I don't care if it goes down, right? Because we're going to make money regardless. If it goes up, we'll take the buy as it supports. If it breaks down, well, we'll make money as it comes down. And once again, if you guys are nervous during these times, you're not ready to be on the funded account, or trying a funded account. You should stay on the demo account, because these are the only days other than ranging that you have to survive. Anybody else take the 630? And it's okay if you take the 630. It's a big push up. If you did, the only thing I'm going to tell you is try to avoid trading against being overbought, right? Being overbought is dangerous, because you know, right? And here's the thing: if you took the 630 knowing that we're overbought, and that's kind of, you know, as we're in at 630, there's a reason I keep looking left, right? I keep looking left. I keep looking for reasons why price might reject this area while being overbought. So when I'm speaking, and I know you guys are listening to me, but really take into consideration what I'm saying. I did because it broke today's highs. Nothing wrong with that. You had good reasonings into it, right? I just hope you didn't jam like 20 contracts. If you have reasoning behind whatever entry you took, it's totally fine. All in. Oh shit. Okay, I should read the whole thing first. But that's okay, because even if you took the one entry going up, I hope you took it coming down, because you still would have made it up. When we push from gold zone, I usually just take it. If it doesn't go up, I'll take it down. Exactly, right? But and then that's the, I can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak at least for Ruben. I know Ruben 100% believes in the gold zone movement, and that's a beautiful feeling to have, right? Because then you really do. Like, I don't know if you guys have realized it yet, and I don't really say it out loud too much because I like you guys to have your own light bulb moment. But there is a point to where you just trust the system, right? Like, you just trust what's going to happen and you allow it to happen, and Ruben's also learned the hard way as well with like over leveraging his account. Like, he's gone through the whole process of failure, and then becoming successful at it. So there's a perfect balance of harmony between leveraging your account, trusting, and you got to remember, everything works in harmony. Like, leveraging your account correctly allows you to push buy or sell with no fear. Being on the demo account allows you to trust the strategy while being fearless, right? The whole steps, all of the steps, the whole curriculum that I've built is so that you guys can be fearless and be responsible. And that's it. Like, once you can do that, you'll be able to do this forever, But it's still, I know we're all still humans. I still have times when I look at something and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take it. But then I'm like, overbought. And we've been overbought. Is it... it's just, I think it's just the discipline part. To just listen to what the strategy says, And once again, that comes down to thinking based off of deduction. I say that a lot, but maybe for the new guys like Steven, maybe he hasn't heard it too much. But I always tell you guys to think based off of deduction, because deduction will help you to stay more safe than thinking based off of addition. Because based off of addition, we will always look for reasons to promote the trade, right? And that's not always good, because just like for Yuzo today, he saw all the reasons to get into the entry. I'm not quite sure if he, whether he did think about all of the reasons not to take it, and whether he recognized it and said, okay, I'm still going to take it, I accept defeat if that happens, then that's totally fine. But for everybody, you guys got to remember, just as much as you're looking for all the reasons to get into the entry, you have to look for all the reasons not to get into the entry. And the biggest thing that I always bring up is like how much shit we have in the way. There's days, right? There's days when price just runs, and it's usually days when we're trending in one direction, the 500 is pretty substantially below or above us. We might be on purple, we might be on a gold zone, and then the movement is there. Even yesterday, right? Even yesterday at 6:30, we were pretty far away from, well, not far, but we were substantially away from, the 500. We were about 1,000 pips away from the 500. Telling me like, hey, I really want to take, I want to take my buys. I want to take my buys because we're above the 500. Today, as we start the day, it's a little difficult. I mean, yeah, we're still about 1,000 pips away or so, but as price comes back down, it puts us in an awkward position, because just look at that. It's teasing us, And that's the one thing I always tell myself is like, are we getting fucked? Like, am I getting fucked? By me pushing buy at 6:30, knowing that is the same entry, that same like movement that the previous day gave us, I'm like, maybe I'm gonna be patient here. But it's all, once again, if you took the buy, it's not the end of the world, right? You maybe risked one contract, maybe you lost $30 or $40. I'm hoping you took the sell off as it broke back underneath, and it's fine, right? You managed the entry, you took the least amount as you could. 630 yesterday was a red doji. No, I think it was after that. 630. Oh yeah, 630 was the red doji. 630 was the red doji, and then we got the buying volume. Yep. So even then, right? Like, really pay attention to those dojis, guys. Like, dojis on specific areas speak to you. I'm telling you, right? Doji on top of perp and the uptrend line, then we get the buying volume. That kind of makes sense, right? That we were going to go up. Today, as we had the push up of volume being overbought, 630, 635 gave us some selling off volume, 640 gave us a doji, and then 645 gave us the upside down hammer. That was my first entry, was at 645, one contract. And as I started to see volume pushing, I didn't enter in when we broke perp. I started to enter in as that candle broke the uptrend line. Did I enter in a little bit early? I guess you could say so, but that's the risk that I took because, well, I believe in the gold zone break. I'm telling myself, right? Like, I'm telling myself, there's a slim chance that this candle at 650 turns around completely. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a big ass candle to believe that this candle that's about 800 pips is now going to turn around and go up. You know, so even, yes, I did enter in like halfway through it as we broke through the uptrend. But it is, right? You still, I always say, think like the criminal, because who's doing this? Like, to make a candle like this, and I think maybe you guys also don't know the significance of, you know, these candle sizes, because I still treat this like a game. But, you know, some fundamental things so that you guys can understand. This right here, which is what some would call, let me see how many pips. Let's just say it's about 1,000 pips. So 1,000 pips or 1 point. You know, I don't know how much this is going to move today, but moving 1 point is massive, you know, in the overall grand scheme of the value of the US30. Like the US30 here on Owanda's broker, you know, price right now is at $44,822. Like, that's massive. And the market cap, let's see how much, what's the market cap of US30? It's almost 20 trillion. There's almost, oh, and that was as of December 2024. Where is there an up-to-date market cap? Come on. So right now the daily change, price has moved down 0.22%. So almost a point. That's massive. Because to be able to move like price that much, and it doesn't seem like a lot, right? It's like 44, let's just say 45,000 down to 44,880. So what is that, like 190? But you gotta think 190 times like 20 trillion. Like, that's how much money. that's a lot of money being wiped away. Like, as value is coming down on the US30, people are losing money or they are selling shares, which means the market cap is coming down. But the significance of it is you have to have a lot of fucking money to be able to move these charts. And that's why we trade the way we trade, right? Like, we trade with the wave. The wave came down today, we jump on the wave, we surf it coming down. We're not trying to like make the wave happen, because it is literally impossible for us as retail traders. Like, all of the retail traders in the world still does not have enough money to even put a dent in moving these candle values at all. So when I start to see things like that, you know, I'll bring up yesterday. So yesterday, if you guys look at news that happened at 3 a.m., that was already a dead giveaway that I was expecting price to go up. Because to move a candle almost 2,000 pips, they moved it down 2,000 pips and then said, you know what, never mind, we're going to push it back up. Like, only people who got like large, and I mean fucking massive quantities of money is going to be able to do shit like that. And you just think to yourself, okay, if they're doing that, you know, what is that telling us? This big ass wick to the bottom is telling me that they did not want price to go down. So the likelihood of price going up is pretty high, and that's all it did until it didn't. You know, same thing today. That big ass candle that came down about 1,000 pips, if they're the ones controlling it, I'm going to tell myself, yeah, that's the risk I'll take because I believe that they're doing that. I believe that they're making the decision that they want price to go down. You know, it's all bundled up into the juice strat, but I just want to tell you guys like some of the economics behind it, so maybe you guys have more knowledge and more experience to really believe in what you guys are doing. Because everything that I always do, it has to be value driven. You know, learning from me has to be value driven. Seeing that it works, you need to see the reward, which is what I do every day of winning and being able to cash out and live a good life. That is the reward that you guys see. That's the value that I'm trying to teach. Without that, there's nothing. So whatever I can to provide value in how you guys comprehend the strategy, how you guys comprehend, you know, reading these candles, I will always try to do. And I'm always trying to bettering it, you know, like every day there's something new that I think about and I'm like, you know what, is that going to complicate things for them or is that going to make it easier or nothing? You know, there's like a, once again, it's a harmonious thing where I have to think to myself like, okay, if what I do or say to you guys today, will it complicate things? Then I won't say it. Will it make a difference? So is it worth my time to tell them? Maybe not. And then once again, is it just not even worth it for me to tell you guys something? That's also something. So there's a lot that goes on in my head throughout the day. But it all comes back down to just believing in the gold zones. I don't care if Yuzo took that buy up because he believed in that gold zone push. He took it. I'm proud. Took the small loss. Hope he took it back down. As long as you guys believe in the gold zones, it doesn't really matter the economics. It doesn't matter about the fundamentals. The strategy always fucking plays out. So here we are looking at the charts. We're at 9:33 p.m. 7:33 for you guys in Portland. And we're pretty much about 90% down to S1 gold zone. So once again, if we're looking at this entry here at 650, like me, I got in at 645. This is just the normal gold zone to gold zone push. So it really doesn't matter. Like, yes, the 500 was in the way, and that fucked things up over here. But it did what it was supposed to do. It did get the whole P down to S1 push. And I still moved my stop loss into profit as we hit like the 500 over here. You know, I can't foresee the future. I'm not a fortune teller, but all I know is still ending the day $100. Once again, I'm copy trading, so $200. Ending the day with $200 is still good. You know. And I hope you guys always see the significance in $100 or $200 because, you know, that's still gold zone movement. So. Anybody have any questions? Pretty straightforward day. If not, I'm going to skedaddle. I've got to take a shower and go to sleep. Is it my internet that's fucking up, or is everybody else's internet fucking up? Alright guys, I'll give it about 5 more minutes. If anybody has any questions, I'm pretty done for the day. We've made that pretty much full gold zone P to S1 movement. Only thing that sucked for us was 710 that came back up and tapped me out. Oh well. I still rather be positive than negative. Because if that popped up, like, I'll be real. Even if I didn't exit at 710, I probably would have exited at 715. Because ain't no way in damn hell am I holding a sell on a fucking green hammer off the bottom of the day. So either way, good movement. A win is a win. Oh, I think that's Ruben. Yeah, Ruben's internet is always kind of janky over there in beautiful London. Roger that, yeah. Alrighty, Yuzo. Alright, I guess everybody's ready to GTFO. Once again, pretty straightforward day. 500 was in the way, but that's alright. I hope you guys were able to stay green today. I only took about 100 from each account, so that's ending the day 200. 645 was my first entry. 650 I added to it, held it down. Price came back up, tapped me out. Bada bing, bada boom. Just another day. Tomorrow, I don't think we have any more big news coming up, so we should be pretty Gucci. Bostic, PMI, and home sales. So hopefully tomorrow's the type of day that I can kind of imagine that it ranges and then pushes as PMI news drops. It's usually kind of what happens. So alrighty guys, gold zone movement today was strong. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, message me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Laters, everybody.